Very good morning, children. Since we are doing factors and multiples and we have already completed factors, isn't it? Prime factors we have completed, and now you know how to take out the prime factors. Various methods I have taught you. Then we have covered exercise based on HCF. Now it is turn for multiples, okay? And this is very easy chapter, children. Okay, so first we will know what are multiples, what are the properties of multiples. Okay, multiples of a given number are larger numbers which the given numbers can divide evenly. Okay, suppose I take the number 7 and find out the multiples of 7. So 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21, 7 4s are 28. Okay, for example, I have taken these three numbers. These are what? These are multiples of 7. Okay. Now tell me, is 14 divisible by 7? Of course. So here it says that multiples of a given number. What is the given number here? 7. What are the multiples of 7 here? 14, 21, 28. Are larger numbers. 14 is larger than 7. 21 is also larger than 7, 28 is also larger than 7, which the given number can divide evenly. That means if you divide 14 by 7, it will be divisible. 14 divided by 7, 7 2s are 14. Then 21, it is again divisible by 7 because 7 3s are 21. Then 28, it is divisible by 7, that is 7 4s are 28. Okay. So if this definition is clear, let us move on to the properties of multiples. The very first property says 0 is a multiple of every number. What do you mean by 0 is a multiple of every number? You know that if the same number, if I take 7 multiplied by 0, what will you get? 0, right? So 0 becomes the multiple of 7, as here 14, 21, 28 are the multiples of 7. So if you multiply any number by 0, what will you get? 0. Therefore 0 becomes the multiple of every number. Okay. Look at the second property. Multiples of even numbers are even. Multiples of even numbers are even. 7 is a even number, odd number, prime number, what it is? It is odd as well as prime number. Okay. So let us take an example of multiples of even number. So I will take 8. Okay. And let us find out what are the multiples of 8. That means table of 8. Okay. 16. 8 2s are 16. 8 3s are 24. 8 4s are 32. So just 3 examples I have taken. Now multiples of even numbers are even. 8 is an even number. 8 is an even number. What are 16, 24, 32? These are also even number. And what are even numbers? The numbers which are divisible by 2. So is this example clear to you all? Okay. Move on to the third property. Every number is a multiple of 1. That means whichever number you take, suppose we take 99 multiplied by 1, what will you get? 99. Every number is a multiple of 1. That means every number when multiplied by 1, this is 99 is a multiple of what? 99 ones. Okay. Therefore, the statement says every number is a multiple of 1. Okay. Then the smallest multiple of a number is the number itself. Here I have taken 3 examples. Okay. What is the smallest multiple in the table of 7? 7 itself. What is the smallest multiple of 8 over here? 8 itself. For 99, 99 itself. That means the smallest multiple of a number is the number itself. When you go on multiplying, suppose 7 2s are, 7 3s are, it goes on getting into a larger number. Okay. So what will be the smallest number? The number itself. Then the multiples of an odd number are odd and even. Okay. So here itself I have just now shown you the table of 7, okay, and I have told you 7 is an odd number. Why it is an odd number? Because it is not divisible by 2. Look at the answer, look at the multiples of this. We can move further also with this, okay. Now children, if you see it, the property says the multiples of an odd number are odd and even number. What is 14? 14 is an even number. What is 21? It is an odd number. What is 28? Even number. What is 35? Odd number. 42? Even number. So the properties justifies over here that the multiples of an odd number are odd and even number. So this example is clear. Move on to the next property. All the multiples of 2 are even numbers. Of course, we have been studying about the even numbers, multiples of 2, and I have discussed also that all the numbers which are divisible by 2, or in other word we can say all the multiples of 2 are even numbers, because the definition itself speak about that, of what? Even numbers, that the numbers which are divisible by 2 are the even numbers. Now one interesting fact it is, multiples are unlimited whereas factors are limited. Let me go deep in detail for this property. I'll just show you the example. Here we say multiples are unlimited whereas factors are limited. Now I will be taking 6, okay, and I will be showing the factors of 6 as well as I will be showing the multiples of 6. Let us find out which one is limited, which one is unlimited. Factors. What are the factors of 6? We have already discussed about this. 1 multiplied by 6, or you can also write 6 multiplied by 1. Then 2 multiplied by 3, or 3 multiplied by 2. Any other number where 6 is divisible? No more. Okay, so what are the factors? We have got 1, 2, 3 and 6 children. How many factors there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 factors are there. So this justifies that factors are limited. Okay, what about this multiples? Now multiples are unlimited. According to this property, if you see, multiples are unlimited. Unlimited means it is not going to end. Let us start. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12, 6 threes are what? 18. Go on, and then you can have 6 20s are even, you will get 120. 6 hundreds are 600. 6 into lakhs, 6 lakhs. 6 into crores, 6 crores. So there is no more ending for that, and it is an unlimited process. You can go on multiplying and you will get the unlimited result for this. So is this property clear to you all? Multiples are unlimited whereas factors are limited. So based on all these facts, we are going to do the next exercise, which I will be showing you right now. So children, we are going to start exercise 5.5 given on page number 113, and if you can see, for a change, instead of classwork it is written homework. So this very exercise you will be doing as a homework, okay. And why I have written over there then? So I have selected one question from each sub questions so that you can understand how to do it. And you have to do all these questions in your book except this 4th question, okay. So each step I will first explain and tell you what are the homeworks you have to do it today. So exercise 5.5, page number 113, there you will write down today's date, that is 4th June, okay, and this is a book work. So I have mentioned over here book work. So look at the first question. Complete the list of multiples of by filling the blanks. Very easy children. As you can see, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. So what will be the next one? 2 fours are 8, 2 fives are 10, 2 sixes are 12. Over. So simple one, okay. Next question. Each set of numbers given below is a list of multiples. You have got the multiples. You have to identify the number of which the multiples are given to you. Okay. Of some number, find it out and fill in the blank. As you can see, the numbers given here are 42, 56, 14, 28. Right. So, immediately 7 appears there, no, though it is a multiple of 2 also. Okay, but immediately what comes to our mind, because it is very clear, 7 2s are 14 given over here, 7 4s are 28 given over here, 7 6 are 42, 7 8s are 56. So multiples of 7, you can write 2 over here also, because all these numbers are divisible by 2 also. Look at question number 3. Write the first 6 multiples for the numbers given below. So you will be having series of numbers over there. I have taken one number, that is 3 I have taken. Okay, and what you have to do, first 6 multiples, that means 3 1s are, 3 2s are, like this. You don't have to multiply and show it over there, just you have to write down the answer. Look here, this is 3 1s are, 3 2s are, 3 3s are, 3 4s are, and 3 5s are, 3 6 are. So 3 6 are 18. So till 18 we have got our answer. What are the multiples? The first 6 multiples of the number given. The number given is 3. What are the first 6 multiples of 3? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Okay. Now the last question, question number 4. As you can see, some longer process is there. Easy but little bit longer. So you will not find space there in your book. That is why I have asked you all to do it in your classwork copy. Okay. 5 multiples of 5 you have to write down. Then 6 multiples of 6. 15 multiples of 15. What the question tells us? Find common multiples for 3 numbers. The 3 numbers given to you is they are 5, 6, 15. Okay. Now you have to write down the table of 5, table of 6, table of 15. After writing the table, as I have already shown you, after writing the table, what you have to do? You have to find out the common one, the number which appears in all these 3. So let us see which number appears. As I move forward, I can see 30 over here, 30 over here, as well as 30 over here. Got? So this is a common multiple. Let us check whether we have any other number further. Okay. Yes, we have 60 over here, we have 60 over here, and we have 60 over here. So I did not stop at 5 tens of 50. Rather than that, I moved further also. Okay. So for 6 also, 6 tens are 60, and 15, 15 fours are 60. So what are the common multiples you have got over here? It is 30 and 60. Okay. If you want to take the table of this, the common multiple, what is the smallest common multiple you have got here? 30. 30 ones are 30, 32s are 60. If you want further, you can also reach to the next one. 31s are already there, 32s are already there, 33s are 90. So if you move further with the table of 5, table of 6, table of 15, already 90 is present over there, you will be getting this. Okay. So this is very simple exercise. That is why I am giving you as a homework. In your book you have to do, except question number 4, children. This you have to do it in your copy. Okay. All the rest questions you will be doing it in your book. I have shown only the sample. I have shown you A. Rest of the question you have to do. So A of second also I have shown. For third also I have shown A. So rest of the question you have to work it out in your book. Okay. So next topic is common multiples. Okay. Children, we have already completed HCF, isn't it? That is highest common factor, and 2 methods I taught you. One was prime factorization method and the other one was ladder division method. So the next topic what we are going to do right now is based on LCM, common multiple. Just now we completed, isn't it, with that example. Then least common multiple, that is LCM, least common multiple. So instead of dealing it with other examples and all the other things, I thought it's better we can start the exercise, as well as I'll be explaining you all the steps how it is done. Here also we can do it by two methods. One is your prime factorization method, the other one is common division method. So the first question of your exercise 5.6, which is given on page number 116, is for each pair of numbers find the LCM by prime factorization. So by which method we are going to find out? Prime factorization. Children, we have already worked out for HCF by prime factorization, isn't it? So here also I am going to solve it, and this is a classwork for you. Okay. Look at the first question, 35 and 25. What we have to do? We have to find out the prime factors. So separately first we will find it out. 35, we will find out the prime factors for 35. Is it divisible by 2? No, because 5 is present. Is it divisible by 3? The next prime number, 3 plus 5 is 8. No. Then what is the next prime number? 5. Okay. So yes, it is divisible by 5. 5 sevens are 35. Now what is 7? 7 itself is a prime number, children. So we divide it by itself and we get it as 1. Then you can see 25 is also present. So we take 25. Find out the factors, prime factors, not factors, prime factors. Okay. 5 5s are 25, 5 1. Got the prime factors for both, because you are now well aware, as you have already done factors, you have done prime numbers, you have done HCF. Now this common method is we are following, and at the last only you will find some difference. So for 35, what are the prime factors we have got? 5 multiplied 7. And for 25, what we have got? 5 multiplied 5. Yesterday I taught you how to find out HCF. For HCF, what did I ask? You have to circle the number which is in common. So what we will do for LCM? For LCM, first we will first circle the number which is common. So 5 appears in both. So I will be taking that 5. Okay. If simply I am writing 5, then I am telling about the highest common factor, that is HCF. But what we have to show? We have to show LCM. So for that you have to take both these numbers, children. Okay. So we will be taking 5 as well as 7. Now you have the number LCM as 5 multiplied 5 multiplied 7, and 5 5s are 25, then multiply 25 by 7. So you can make a rough column and then you can show the multiplication and then do it. Okay. So 5 5s are 25, 25 7s are 175 is the LCM for 35 and 25. Now when you will divide this 175 by 35, it will be divisible. 175 divided by 25, it will be divisible. That is why we say that this is the least common multiple which is equally divided by 35 as well as 25. Okay. Move on to the next question. 9 and 11. So 9, we will find out the prime factors first. 3 3s are 9, 3 being a prime number, get it divided by itself. So we have 1 over here. Then 11, what are the prime factors for this? 11 is itself a prime number, so it will be divisible by itself. Okay. Now find out the LCM for this. So for that, first we will write down the prime factors what we have got for both the number. Got it? Okay. Now find out the LCM. What you have got? Is there anything common? No. So what we will do? We will multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 11. What is 3 3s are? 9. 9 11s are 99. Okay. So these two questions I have worked out in front of you. These two I'll just explain, although I have worked out, but I have not found the LCM. Okay. 22. 22, the least, the smallest prime factor is 2. So 2 11s are, then 11 divided by 11 you will get 1 over here. Then 33 divided by 3 you will get 11. 11 is a prime number, divided by that and you get 1. So now you are ready with the prime factors. What are the prime factors for 22? 2 and 11. Prime factors for 33, 3 and 11. Now what will you do? You will take the number which is in common. So circle the number which appears in both the numbers. So 11 appears in both the number. So I have already circled it. What are the left out numbers? You can see what are the left out factors? 2 and 3. So I will take 2 and 3 and now multiply this. Okay. 2 3s are 6, 6 into 11, 66. And this is the LCM. So 66 is divisible by 22 as well as divisible by 33. Look at the question number D, 21 and 8. I have already found out the factors for 21, factors for 8. Then we have the prime factors as 3 and 7 for 21. For 8 we have 2 multiplied 2 multiplied 2. Anything in common? Do you find anything in common? No. So what we will do? We will take down all the factors what we have got, okay, and then multiply it. So we will be having 222 over here multiplied by each, multiplied by 3, multiplied by 7. So 2 multiplied 2 multiplied 2 multiplied 3 into 7. What is the answer you have got? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8 and this is 3 7s are 21. So 21 multiplied by 8 will be 168. 168. Okay. So I have done only 4 questions of question number 1. The rest questions, don't worry, you will be getting it on your website. All the answers of unit 2 as well as unit 5 will be given today. Okay. So first question, all it is done. Then I will be doing the second question which is based on common division method. So this was prime factorization method. Let us learn how to do the next question based on common division method. Children, just now we have learned the prime factorization and then we have found the LCM. Okay. Again we are going to find out the LCM, but the method is changed over here. You were having 2 numbers, then you were finding out the prime factors separately, then we were doing the leftover process. And here what we have to do, the 3 numbers are given to you and all the 3 numbers you have to take together, 20, 30 and 50, okay, taken together. Then commonly you have to divide it, right? Okay. So when we divide it in common, you will come to know as we will move forward with the steps, you will come to know. Okay. The smallest prime number which divides all these 3 is 2. So I am going to take 2 over here. 2 10s are 20. Then 30 divided by 2, what will be the result? 15. 50 divided by 2, it will be 25. Okay. So you got a common factor, prime number over here, which divides all the 3 given numbers to you. Okay. Now you are left with 10, 15 and 25. I know it is divisible by 5, but hold, we will always start from the lowest prime number. Okay. And then slowly we will move to the, we will go on in the ascending order. Is any of these 3 still divisible by 2? Yes, 10. So what we will do, we will divide this 10 by 2, okay, and you will get 5 over here. What about this 15? Is it divisible by 2? No. So we rewrite the number as it is without any change. So 15 and 25, I have brought them down without any change. Okay. Now 5, 15 and 25. All these 3 are not divisible by 2. Now what is the next prime number? 3. 15 is there, it is divisible by 3. So we take 3 over here, divide it, what we will get? 5, 5, 25. 5 is not divisible by 3. So I have rewritten this one. 15 divisible, okay. 25 not divisible, so as it is, okay. Now 5, 5, 25, all these three are divisible by 5. So we write 5 over here and then divide it. So you will get, and at the last till you get 1, okay, you have to go on dividing it. So in the previous question, what we were doing, we were taking the numbers separately, finding out the prime factors, and then we were finding out the LCM. But in this case, what we have done, collectively all are written together and then they are divided. So 20, 30, 50 all can be divisible by 2. So we have divided it. We got 10, 15, 25. Out of these three, 10 is only divisible by 2, whereas these two are not divisible. So no problem, we will bring them down as it is without any change. 10 divided by 2, what you have got? 5. You have 5, 15 and 25. Divide this 15 by 3 because other are not getting divisible. So we take down this, 5 will be written as 5. 15 after getting divided by 3, you have got 5. 25 will come as it is. What is left over now? 5, 5 and 25. All these three divisible by 5. We have divided them, got it. But 5 is here again. So once again we will divide it this. Now what about the LCM? What we will do, all these prime factors we have collected together. Now all these together numbers will be multiplied. So instead of doing it separately, together we are doing. So what are the numbers? 2, 2, 3, 5 multiplied 5. Okay, easy now. There more work and here less work you have to do. So 2 multiplied 2, 4. 5 multiplied 25. 25 4s are 100. 100 3s are 300. So by breaking this also you can get your answer. So 300 is your LCM. Let us do the next question. Okay, 18, 24, 60. I'll be taking all these three numbers together. All are divisible by 2. Yes. So we divide it by 2. 9 here, 12 here, 30 here. Again is it divisible by 2 except 9, both are divisible. So we will divide it. Bring the 9 down and without any change. 12 divided by 2 is what? 6. Then 30 divided by 2 is 15. Is it divisible by 2? Again, till a single number appears which is divisible by 2, you have to do it. Okay, 2 or 3 as the case may be. So 2 divided, 9 will be dropped down as it is. 6 will be divisible now. 15. Now 9, 3 and 15 are not divisible by 2. They are divisible by next prime number 3. So we write down 3 over here, divided. 3 3s are, 3 1s are, 3 5s. Okay. Then 3 again, what we will get? 1 over here, 1 over here, 5. Okay. Now 5 will be divisible by itself. So we take down 1 1 1. Okay. So what are the numbers you have collected on the left hand side? Write down all these numbers, the prime factors. How many 2 are there? 1 2 3. So count them and then note down, children. Otherwise chances, if you are going to miss any of the number, you will not get your answer. 2 3s you have got. So and then 1 5. Okay. Now multiply this. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Okay. Like this you can multiply. Now what I will do, I always go for the simple method. 5 into 2, 10. Okay. 10 2s are 20, 20 2s are 40, 40 and this is 9. So 49s are 360. So I will take 360 over here. So the LCM is 360. So this is better than the previous method, isn't it? Okay, we are left with 3 more questions. I'll be solving it. Children, this is question number 3. But before I explain question number 3, I will be explaining some formulas, because question number 3, 4, 5 are based on these formulas. Okay, let us have a look. Product of HCF and LCM, that means when you will multiply HCF and LCM, that will be equal to product of two numbers. Suppose you have got 30 and 40. Okay, so these are the numbers. So there will be HCF and LCM for 30 and 40, as you know how to solve these questions to get HCF and LCM. In these questions you will be provided with HCF or LCM, and you will be asked either one of the numbers missing. Okay, so we need to take the help of these formula. Product of HCF and LCM is equal to product of two numbers. Okay, this can be written as product of HCF and LCM means HCF multiplied by LCM. What is product of two numbers? You are given two numbers, first number and second number. Now sometimes you will see that you have got the first number and the second number and the LCM, and you are asked to find out the HCF. So you have to apply this formula. Okay, to find out HCF, where first number and second number is given and LCM is given, we use this formula. Okay, then to find out LCM, if suppose HCF is given and LCM is asked, just change the position, as in this case you can see first number multiplied second number divided by HCF will give you what? LCM. Okay, and if the out of the two numbers, if one number is missing, then how to do? You have to find second number equal to product of HCF and LCM, that is HCF multiplied by LCM and first number. Now let us see which formula is applicable for question number 3. The LCM of two numbers is 21. So see children, here LCM is already provided to you and their HCF is 1. If one of the number is 3, then what is the other number? Okay, so what we have got from the question, first note down that LCM of two numbers is 21, HCF provided to you is 1 and one of the number is 3. So what we have to find out? The second number. This is the formula we are going to apply over here. So second number equal to HCF multiplied LCM divided by first number. So what is the HCF? 1, then multiplied LCM 21, multiply these two, divide by 3. 1 into 21 is what? 21. 21 upon 3. What will you get? 7. So the other number is 7. Okay. So third question is clear. I will be writing the fourth question. Children, this is question number 4. And in question number 4, I have not written the question. You can look into the book. Question number 4, product of HCF and LCM. So instead of giving HCF separately, LCM separately, as in question number 3 you have seen, here they have multiplied both and then the product is given. You know that when we multiply HCF and LCM, so what the answer we get is the product, and that product is already given to you, 9072. And out of the two numbers, one number is 72. You have to find out the other number. So for finding out the other number, which formula? This formula. HCF into LCM means what? Product of two product of HCF and LCM. This is already given to you. So you can write down the formula as product of HCF and LCM divided by one of the number. So this product is given as 9072 and one of the number given to you is 72. I don't have a space over there, so I have divided here. So you can utilize your page properly and you can make a rough column and divide it and show it there. So after doing division, you have got 126. So what is the other number? Therefore, the other number you have got, the other number is 126. Okay. Now, question number 5. Question number 5 is HCF is given as 12 and LCM is given as 5040. Okay. In question number 4, product of both was given, but here again separately it is given. HCF is 12 and LCM is 5040. One of the number out of two number, one of the number given is 144. So again the same formula we will apply to find out the other number. Other number equal to HCF multiplied LCM divided by one of the number. Write down HCF, 12 is there, so write down 12. LCM is given 5040, write down that. Okay, and then divide by 144. 144. Okay, so children, we can cancel it out. 12 ones are 12, 12 is a 144. Okay, so you are left with 5040 upon 12. So you need to divide this. I have shown the division. As you can see, I have shown the division over here. You can show the division in the rough column or the same page, no problem there. Just make a margin and then do it. Okay, and after dividing this, what is the number you are getting? 420. So this is 420. So what is 420? This is the other number of this question. Okay, so till here we completed this exercise 5.6. So today we have completed two exercises, 5.5, 5.6. I will be telling you what are the homework, what are the classwork. And now some may be thinking, what about this formula? Children, I have already uploaded the answers of unit 2 and unit 5 today itself. So you can go to the website, check out, each and every question and answers are there. And the questions and answers which is not available there, it means you don't have to do those questions. Okay, so just before winding up, let me explain few more things are there. So children, today's session we completed exercise 5.6 given on page number 116. What work we did as a classwork? Question number 1, A, B, C, D we completed. Question number 2, 2 questions only. Then question number 3, 4 and 5 we have done the problem solving questions. Okay, where you have to do? In your mathematics copy. What are the homeworks? Page number 113, exercise 5.5. Question number 1, 2, 3 you have to do it in the book, the multiples one. Okay, then question number 4, where the common multiples you were supposed to find out, that you have to do in your copy. Then the left out of these, that is question number 1 and 2 from exercise 5.6, E, F, G, H of question number 1 and C and D of question number 2, you have to do it as a homework. Okay, and you can cross check your answer. First try to do it by yourself, and you can cross check your answers as answers of unit 2 and unit 5 are already available on the school website. Okay, and unit 1 already it is there. So all these answers are there for your own verification. If by chance you have forgot or you missed any class, so each and every question and answers are there on the website. You can take out the printout or you can just rectify and verify your answers. Okay, then there is a small information regarding your summer assignment. Although we are still waiting for 2 more period that I will be taking tomorrow on Friday. Okay, and that is money chapter. But I thought that summer assignment, let me explain today. So what you have to do, only 2 and very easy one I have given. Collect 5 mobile numbers. Okay, you have to note down 5 mobile numbers either of your friend or relatives, okay, or your brother, sister, mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, okay, or your friends. And then what you have to do, arrange them in the greatest number or the smallest number. That you have already covered in unit 1, is it? Then second question is, prepare a bill for items of daily use. Flour 5 kg, sugar 1 kg, rice 3 kg, pulses 2 kg, salt 1 kg. So this one, particular one will be clear when I will teach you money chapter tomorrow, and the summer assignment will be available there on the website. So do not worry, you can note down from your website also. Okay, so this is all for today's class. Take care of yourself. God bless you all. Thank you.